Hi, welcome. I'm back again, obviously. You know, we have some days where we end up a tad worse for the wear. This is obviously one of my days where I'm like, no, I could have, it could have been a better day, but it could have been a worse day. In actual fact, it was okay. Um, People with fibro know how difficult it is to get through. Hi, Sandy, from one day to the next. Hi, Barbara, and how difficult. Oh, sorry about that. How difficult you can actually make it. Um, Hi, babe. What are there are days when I really feel that I should stay put, but you get that extra little burst of energy, and you go, "Wow, I've got this. I can do this." 20 minutes later, you go, oh my God, what have I done and why have I done it? Hi, Melinda. Hi, Danielle. But it's okay. So, she's a bit warm in Perth and I'm looking a bit worse for wear because I've done half a dozen things today that I probably shouldn't have done. Gardening, digging. But you get that on big jobs. Okay. So what we're going to have a look at today is something I feel a lot of us, we say all the time, we go, yeah, I'll go with the flow. I just go with the flow. Hi, Amanda. Do we know what the hell go with the flow is? It's like I've been looking at it all day, and go with the flow, wow, it can have such an exciting, such a enlightening, such an enlivening thing. I mean, we just go, yeah, we just go along and yeah, I'll just go with the flow. But do we? Look at the word. Look at the word flow. It's not static. Flow, even the sound of it when we go flow, we feel like there's a movement. There's an energy movement. There's a wave. It's like when we go with the flow, we need to have a look at what the flow is. Very often we just go along. Someone says something and we, yeah, okay, I'll let it go. We'll just go with the flow. It'll be fine. But inside, you're not going with the flow. Inside you've got other emotions churning up. You've got other things happening inside. Yeah, you've decided to go along for the ride and everything's fine and everybody's happy. You still got leftover emotion stuff in here, darling. Still got this leftover because, it's not a bad thing to go with the flow. It's not a bad thing to wait and see what happens. It is a good thing to look at flow. Flow is movement. Flow is energy. Flow is expression. Nothing is static. And every emotion is exactly that. It's not static. The minute you have a thought, there's an emotion attached to that thought. That emotion is then reflected in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mental body. Every thought builds who you are. So let's have a look at flow. F. I quite love that. It's a beautiful, it stands proud. It stands like a soldier, I guess. It's got a straight back and stiff upper lip, and it's like, F. But it goes with so many wonderful words. Flow, friend, family, feeling. So it's all in there together. So let's have a look at flow. How can we make flow wonderful? The F. We can feel. We can actually allow ourselves to feel the flow. If we don't want to go in a certain direction, we're in charge. We're the boatmen, babe. We're the boatmen. We're riding this river of life. We are in charge of the flow. Rivers flow either gently or there's a torrent or there's a drama, and well, look at Queensland. Water flow out of control. When we flow with our lives and just let it do its own thing, so to speak, we don't have a direction. We don't have the control. We don't have the power. We don't take the power of our emotion. We don't take the power to direct our lives. And that is the thing with flow. With we flow where we want to go. The things that sort of cause like dams, blockages, bumps along the river, whatever, fallen trees, they come in the shape of friendships. They come in the shape of family. They come in the shape of relationships. But if you look at your life as a river, you can either flow around or you can back up and bust right through that. You can have that damn thing happening and going, yep, bang, done. You can clean the flow. You can have that amazing flow of life. When we flow with what works for us, our whole system works. We're at peace within ourselves. When we flow with what someone else wants us to do or feels we should do, where we build up this stagnant emotion in our being. And we all know what happens when emotions build up, and they're caustic emotion. They cause you to be unwell. Look at me, prime example. But it's like, let's change. Let's become involved in flow. So let's see flow as movement. Let's see flow as friendship. Let's see the F as family, as feeling, as forward, as freedom, as, you know, that amazing connection. We are in charge of this flow, the river of our life. Let's look at the L. Let's look at the L. Love. Love. It's love. It's release. It's what makes flow wonderful is love. What makes flow healing is love. Is listening. Is light. Love, light, everything. So you've got your freedom, you've got your love, you've got your light. You can flow with love. You don't have to flow with anger. When we flow against what we need, that's all the negative emotions are there. But when we flow and we're in a pattern that is our flow, we flow with love, we flow with light. And wow, it's amazing. Now what about O? F-L-O, open. When we flow freely, we are open. We are open to opportunities. We're open to adventures. We're open to, you know, it's like flowing down an amazing new river. When we flow freely, we can just float on the river of life, and it opens the door to so many opportunities, to things we may never have expected or hoped for or dreamed for. But if we get stuck here, dammed up here, we're stuck. But allow the flow to happen. It's like, if it's not working for you, find a way to break through those, the dams, the fallen trees, get around them, swish them, whatever it takes. Because O is for opportunities, it's for growth, it's for that wonderful open. Open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind, open your being, your absolute consciousness to expand and become one with not only the river of life, but the energy, the vibration, the pattern, the connection of life, the power that lives within you, the inner being, that energy that's busting to be free. And W. Wow. Wow, I love W. Where are the blockages? When did they happen? Why did they happen? What can you do? When, why, what? It's like, ask the questions, but positively. You're not going into, look, why have I got this blockage? Oh, I got this blockage because it was this, nope. It's like, okay, why is this happening? Okay, and you can look back and go, yep, this is why it's happening. Dip. I was out of flow. You're not accepting, I guess, responsibility for anyone else's actions. What you're doing is going, I was out of flow. I was out of flow. What can I do about it? So you have a look at what you can do. No, mostly if you can't change anything, let it go. The return. You go, and the river will be pulled away. Why? Why did it happen? Why are you out of flow? Why did you give your power away? And what can you do about it? What, when, why? Why gets most of us stuck? Why? Really doesn't matter. What matters is, I guess, acknowledgement. Acknowledgement, yep, I was out of flow. How do I get back in flow? How do I put my river of life back? How do I get in my boat and steer it down this river? Positive thoughts, emotional feeling, go back to the F, to the feeling, to the emotional freedom, to not getting caught up in everybody's stuff, to allow yourself to go with your flow, your connection. You don't have to go along with what everybody else wants. But yeah, it's okay, I'll go with the flow. Don't go with the flow. Ride the river. Ride the river. Look at your opportunities. Look at how you can make an opportunity or a direction powerful for you. And sometimes when we literally go, yeah, she'll be right, I'll just go with the flow. Everything and everybody in a situation goes stagnant. It sits still. Have we ever thought there are times when we are the power, we are the motorboat, so to speak, that kickstart that something needs? And you know what happens when water sits? What happens when there's no movement? It goes stagnant. When water goes stagnant, it's deadly, it's poisonous, it's dangerous. What happens when you sit stagnant, when you're stuck, when you don't go, you don't ride the waves, you just sit there in the corner? Your life slows down, your lifeblood slows down. The lifeblood, the energy of life, the passion for life, this is what we need. We need to ride the river of life. So how can you actually ride the river of life? You can have a look at where you want your river to take you. Have a good look at, what, when, why, where the blockages were caused. Why are you not taking on board? Why are you not the captain of your ship? Why are you not in charge of your river? And what can you do about it? Now let's see what's out there to help us. A lot of times the river, we block our river to do with a financial reality. We go, I can't do this because I haven't got this. I can't do this. I can't do this. It's like, when the finances get better, I can't afford this. Life has no cost. Life does not cost. Emotion does not cost. Joy does not cost. Passion and power have no cost. They only have an input, and you're the one who can do that input. There is no financial thing to life. You cannot buy life. You cannot buy joy. There is not an amount of money in the world that can buy you peace, that can buy you flow, that can allow you to, have a massive peace, a connection to life. So walk away from that one. Connect. You don't need the financial one to do this. And usually when you turn your back on something and don't stress about it, it sorts itself out. Okay. The why and the what. We are very often the only people who stand and block our river. We are our own worst enemies. We stab ourselves in the back. We slow down things. We go, it's like, let's not rock the boat. Let's not upset anybody. Let's not do this. I'm not saying do a big drama or cause anything. I'm saying flow with your own your own intuition, your own being, your own life. Don't back up and cause stress for anybody else. You don't have to do what somebody wants you to do. You have to ride your own river. But by doing so, we need to do so with I guess, honor and understanding for the people involved in our lives. We have to honor their right to make their choices, to go with their flow. We have to respect their decisions, but we don't have to live with them in our own lives. Okay, now what's the last one? Balance. And going with the flow literally is all about balance. It's all about balance and harmony. When we're actually in balance within ourselves, it doesn't seem to matter what's happening in the physical or the life. When we're in balance with ourselves, there is a peace, there's a happiness, there's a joy. I really must honestly say, the last few months when I've been literally stuck has been the most enlightening, growing, joyous months. Yes, I'm dealing with some massive issues, but for me, my river of life is flowing strong. It's like I have had the most amazing ride these last few months. It's incredible. Just ride that river. Just allow that emotional joy. Allow yourself to have the peace, to be in harmony, to be in alignment with the actual life energy, that life force. When you go with your own flow, when you ride that river of life, the life force within you increases. It may not heal my physical body, and that doesn't really matter. What is happening is my emotional, my mental, my, I guess, spirit is coming to the fore, and that's fine. I'm really happy with that. So bless you all. Have a great evening, and get your boat out, get your paddle out, and have a look at where's the wow in your river. Put some zap in your life, a little bit of boogie. Get up there and dance your life. Connect with that energy, that vibrancy, however it works for you. Bless.